Welcome, everyone. Welcome into this week's Earth Signs live readings for the week of November 20th through November 26th of 2022. So, today, together with tarot and astrology, we will find spiritual guidance for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Guys, I will use timestamps. I will put those timestamps in the description box. You'll just want to click on the description box, scroll down to the bottom. You can click on Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and it will take you where you want to go. I will put those timestamps in, guys, after the live stream. All right, guys, don't forget we're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch today. So, all three. I know you guys can only see where you're at. Everybody's always asking me who I'm talking to. We're everywhere, guys, everywhere. All right, let's jump in and get started. I do have one announcement. All merch is 20% off this week. All merch is 20% off. So, guys, if you haven't got a PLR t shirt, you're definitely missing out. All right, let's jump into the astrology. All right, here we go, guys. So, again, this is for the week of November 20th through November 26th. All right, so Sagittarius season is starting. Thank goodness. I am so ready to get out of Scorpio season. I don't know about you guys, but I know I am. Scorpio season has definitely been very transformative for sure. All right, so Sagittarius season is going to start on November 22nd. So happy birthday to all the Sagittariuses out there. Sagittarius is a fire sign that is ruled by Jupiter. So that's really exciting because it's ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is actually going direct just a couple of days after on November 24th. So this has been a 6-month retrograde, guys. It's been going on for quite some time. The easiest way to look at Jupiter retrograde, I feel like for me, is just to look at your luck. So Jupiter represents good luck and good fortune. It also represents growth and expansion. We definitely had a little stuckage issue over here with PLR, and we slowed down from 700 to 800 subscribers on YouTube, and it definitely slowed down a little bit on Twitch too. So we went through this little slow period and where we weren't growing very quickly. I actually posted a shorts yesterday, guys, that went viral. I mean, not viral. I wish it went viral. It hit the short show, and we got like 800 views on there. So that was really nice, and I do feel like we're going to get more of those. It'll just continue to grow. I am going to add the shorts, guys. I know that there's definitely like a disagreement between shorts and long view, but I feel like it doesn't really hurt our video. It just definitely just advertises for us. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoy them. If not, just skip over them. All right, so right now, it's very important that you know where Jupiter is on your chart. So I did an example yesterday. I think I used Jupiter in the second house. Jupiter is actually in my first house. And my first house is Cancer. So I'm a Cancer rising. And that's how I'm perceived, how people see me, right? And Cancer is a very nurturing water sign. So I do have a little PLR prediction. I do feel like we are going to grow. I've always known that 2023 was really going to be our year. But I do feel like we're going to start to feel that as Jupiter goes direct. So you guys could start to feel like you're getting better luck as Jupiter goes direct. So mark your calendars for November 24th and go get that lottery ticket on that day. I will say, with all the astrology that's happening right now, and with Scorpio season closing out, it's really a time to create a new you, right? Scorpio season really stripped us down raw. And we're raw at this moment, but the reason is so that we can rebuild, right? Who we really want to be. And it's never been truer that you literally have the choice to heal yourself right at this moment. So this shift is really putting you in the driver's seat. So for those of you that are on a twin journey, this is really, really important because this is where you start to take your like obsessive energies away from the person, and you start to put that energy towards you and your purpose. And I just want to say, many of you are really realizing at this moment, like why you experienced this journey, like why this thing happened to you. And most of you are starting to understand that it was because there was lack of empowerment, right? There was a lack of self-esteem and lack of self-confidence, and the world was really just trampling over you. And so what's happened is you've had this spiritual experience and it's catapulted your spiritual awakening. You've become stronger, you've become more self-confident in yourself, in your choices, in your own intuition, right? But you've empowered yourself to really follow your purpose, your soul's path for this lifetime. So yes, if you're on a journey, very, very important for you guys. But I really, for everyone, whether you're on a journey or not, it's really time for you to pay attention to your beliefs, your word, and your judgment. And the reason I say that is because we have gotten so set in our beliefs and what our word means and what our judgment of others is. And when I say judgment, I know normally when we're looking at tarot, I use purpose, but it's definitely judging of yourself and others. So really, you want to look at these specific beliefs and try to figure out which one of these beliefs are law to you, which one of these beliefs are permanent to you. You want to be really cautious right now. It's easy to be self-righteous when you're not walking your talk, right? Like when you're not doing what you're telling other people to do. I personally just had a very difficult lesson right there, a little self-care lesson in this situation. I know you guys are always hearing me say, like, fill your cup, make sure your cup is full, before you share out with others. And it's very possible that I was working more than filling my own cup. So I definitely got my own spiritual lesson in that situation, had to take some time off, right? So this is definitely the time that you want to implement the spiritual lessons that you've learned. And you don't want to be a martyr at this time, but instead you want to be active in the creation of your future. It's time to manifest, and it's time to manifest through wisdom. All right, guys, that is all the astrology. So I'm going to turn the video off. I love watching that. I could watch it forever. And we're going to jump over to the timestamps. Remember, guys, I will put timestamps in. I know you guys can't be with me every single day. And I know, like, sometimes YouTube doesn't send out notifications. I'm hoping Facebook kicks in shortly. They usually do after we start. But let's go ahead and timestamp Taurus, and let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do kind of like yesterday with the fire signs. Guys, we did post the fire sign. So if you've missed that, go ahead and check that out. I'm going to use tarot for the main spread. We're going to use Diana's Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards that she gifted me for guidance. And then we're going to pull Sandra's Divine Feminine Oracle out to close it out. This is a week of empowerment, guys. So I have definitely changed out the Moonology card. And I'm feeling it because I've been closing out the readings with the Moonology cards for 2 years. So it's super weird, super different. But I really like these cards, and I feel like they're going to help us a lot more at this time. All right, so let's get started with Taurus. Let's do 757 because I've seen it. I got through the astrology super fast. All right, so let's get started with the main spread. So Taurus, this is going to be for the week of November 20th through November 26th. So Sagittarius season starting and Jupiter going direct. Guys, I should probably mention too, I feel like it's going to come up for Taurus, and that's why I'm being told that Venus has moved into Sagittarius. So that's divine feminine energy. Definitely very powerful fire sign. So feminine energies could very much be feeling like they're stepping into their power as Sagittarius kicks in and Jupiter goes direct. Especially if you guys are like me and trying to create your own channel and create your own business. So you can share unconditional love in the spiritual lessons with others. All right, Taurus, pretty interesting too, because the Taurus energy I've been picking up on the last few weeks is definitely someone who is like sharing their information, right? Trying to help others. All right, let's look at energy of the week. So we have the 7 of Pentacles coming out. We're trying to decide something. All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle. So we have the Hanged Man. You're not taking much movement. There's a lot of in your head is what I'm getting. Let's look at lesson learned. So we have the Empress. I love it because I knew. So at the beginning, right when we started, I said that I should have mentioned that Venus moved into Sagittarius. and that I felt like it was going to come up for your reading, and it does. Taurus comes right out for lesson learned. So it's the Empress, and I just want to say, Taurus, before we go any further, I do feel like you've gotten this card before, in this very same position, because I kind of remember saying, like, the spiritual lessons. And so what happens when we're spiritual healers and we're out here trying to do these kinds of things, and you rebel, like you try not to do, you do the opposite of what you know to be true, right? You definitely get like instant karma. Like things get very challenging very quickly. It's not like it comes later down the road, right? Like it comes pretty quick. So I'm definitely kind of picking up that same energy. It's like, All right, let's look at outcome for the week, and then we'll clarify a little bit for Taurus so we can see what's going on. That one just flew across the room. Ooh, look at that, Taurus. The Six of Swords flies out. So the Six of Swords is the card that says you're being guided. So again, I'm kind of getting that energy that you're being told what to do, and you're kind of like going against it. It's like you know what you need to do, but you want to do something different. That's super interesting. All right, let's clarify a little bit. Four of Wands did come out. So this could have something to do with financial security. This, I feel like, has something to do with a firm foundation. I think you think, Taurus, that this is going to have something to do with union, but I'm not necessarily there just quite yet. All right, so let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups coming out. So there's divine feminine energy again. So Taurus, I could be talking to someone. You're more in your feminine energy, right? You're more in your feelings and your emotions. 10 of Pentacles is something you want. It could be like you could be masculine energy and like you're wanting the feminine energy. So that's pretty interesting. Like these could be counterparts. But Seven of Pentacles, I just heard a bad word, and that's so weird. I don't normally hear that or say them. I don't. All right, I'm just gonna say it really fast. Shit show. So I just heard that word. So somebody might use that word. But I'm getting like there's a Taurus that is looking at something, like something they've done, something they've been putting time and investing in, and it's like now they're looking at it and it's a little bit of that word, right? It's a little bit of like what happened? How did things get this far away from the goal I was trying to get, right? So Taurus, the Hanged Man coming out, strong Pisces energy. It's very possible that your person has Pisces in a strong placement, but it's also very possible that you're overthinking something. And that kind of got that when I turned the Hanged Man over. All right, let's look at, we have 3 came out. The Death card, look at that. The Four of Wands again, and the King of Swords. So we have strong Scorpio and strong Pisces energy. So I'm going to guess that your person has like either Scorpio sun and Pisces moon, or Pisces sun and Scorpio moon, something like that. Four of Wands again is like you're trying to make this union. I think Spirit's trying to send you on a plan that's going to give you like a firm foundation, and you're more focused on being with this person or finding a person, something like that. The Empress, we have the Page of Swords coming out. And we have the Devil coming out. So yeah, Spirit's making it pretty clear here. Page of Swords is that, I usually call it the creepy stalker dude. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like someone's watching you, but they're not speaking truth. They're not saying what they need to say. And then the Devil card coming out, I'm getting some manipulation, Taurus. I'm getting some control. Like I'm really trying not to go in this direction, Taurus, but it's really hard not to. I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're clearly in some connection with a person that's unhealthy. There's something about it that's not good, and you're being guided to do something different. 3 of Swords comes out, and the Strength card. I mean, Spirit couldn't have made this any more clear. The 3 of Swords is healing from a broken heart, and the Strength card talks about having to pull from inner strength. But the Infinity sign is not getting past me, Taurus. So what I'm getting is most likely this has been an in and out relationship. In other words, you've tried with this person several times. On the bottom, we have the Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords, if you guys watched me when I first started, I used to say that the Four of Swords to me was lay your swords down. Like, this battle is done, right? All right, let's pull a guidance card for Taurus. I do feel like, again, Taurus, you're putting the energy in another person. And I mean, I feel like I don't really have to tell you anything. Spirit's telling you all day, every day. You're getting all the signs. Or I guess you could call them flags, right? Vanessa on Facebook. I'm not ignoring you guys. Hi, Miss Tina. And I'm having a little of a struggle with YouTube at the moment, but we're still streaming, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Facebook it's like, it looks like it's doing okay, and then of course Twitch looks like it's doing okay. All right, let's see. Guidance for Taurus. I am using angels and ancestors, so that's who we're asking for guidance. All right, so we have the Heart Guardian. Oh, Taurus. It says, love and let yourself be loved. So I'm getting a little bit of that. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm getting a little bit of that. You have to love yourself first type of situation. And I know, like, nobody likes hearing that, right? And it's so generic, but it's true. I hate to say it, Taurus, but it's so true. You can't love someone, like, you can't pour into someone else's cup if your cup is empty. I know that you're thinking, yes, I can. Yes, I can. You can. You will continue to do like you're doing, and then you just continue to feel depleted. You have to definitely take some time here to heal your own heart. I feel like you definitely went back to something that you're comfortable with. Again, the in and out, and it's because you feel like you have some sort of control over it, because again, you're comfortable with it, right? All right, let's see. Let's do the empowerment with Divine Feminine Oracle. Remember, Taurus, it doesn't matter whether you're a male or a female. Everyone has feminine and masculine energies. Thank you. The Saint of Spoken Words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. The presence of the Divine Feminine. I just got goosebumps. I'm at the center of everything. There is light. I am that light. I do feel like that's kind of the little bit of the energy of your person. It's like they're just trying to be, I don't know, like take the spotlight from you, something like that. The goddess of discernment. And here's where it is, Taurus. It's like you think that you're doing the right thing. I honestly feel like you think that, but I feel like you're also like ignoring the signs. It's like you're ignoring all the red flags. It says, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. That came out in the fire signs yesterday. On the bottom, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is secret. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, please hit that like button, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. Hi, Jenna. All right. So definitely been picking up on the same Taurus energy for a minute. And for some of you Tauruses, this may not be like a person, like a relationship. This may be just some sort of like unhealthy cycle that you go in and out of. But for most of you, it's going to be a person. Thank you, Jenna. Super sweet. Super sweet. I watched I don't know. I liked all the pretties. But I watched another YouTuber that reads tarot. But she just had like a picture up. There was no cards. You couldn't see. So you can only hear her voice. And I was like, man, maybe I should do something like that. But I don't know. I like making all the pretty stuff, so probably not. All right, let's timestamp. Let's do Virgo. Let's do 1922 for Virgo. So Virgo, this is going to be for November 20th through November 26th. All right, so I just got like a strong wave of Virgo energy. So it does seem like the earth signs are a little bit more upbeat than the fire signs. I would say like a little bit more energetic. But just as tired, just as exhausted as everyone else. I mean, Scorpio season this time around was no joke. No joke. And if you are Scorpio, you've went through some sort of massive transformation just in the last 6 weeks. Really, everybody has. You just look to see like where Scorpio is on your chart. Genesis, Virgo rising. All right, let me grab a drink really quick. So Virgo, that could definitely be like a throat chakra situation. I'm so sorry, but I'm definitely getting that. Like there's something I want to say. I wouldn't say scared to say it. This is not me. It's not something I want to say. I feel like there's a Virgo out there that has something to say and they want to say it. They're not scared to say it. But for some reason, it's like they're not getting it out. Could be waiting. All right, Virgo, let's see. Energy of the week. So we have the Hermit, definitely waiting. All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle. We have the Death card. There's that transformation, Scorpio energy I was just talking about. Temperance coming out strongly. So Sagittarius energy also. And Judgment. All right. Virgo, I felt this massive rush right before we got started. And it's not escaping me that these are all major arcanas, okay? So I got the goosebumps, Virgo. Something big definitely is going to happen this week. And here's what I'm going to say. Major arcanas means that they're fated. This is divine intervention here. Like you can't I mean, I guess you could have it's like when you had your spiritual awakening, that was spirit, right? Spirit led, right? Anytime you go through massive transformation, spirit led, right? Any massive healing, spirit led. Judgment, following your purpose, hearing your calling, spirit led. You see what I'm saying? Let's see, any other cards. So pages, knights, kings, queens, the two of hearts, the three of, I almost said the three of spades, the three of swords, but you see what I'm saying? Those are all minor arcanas. Those are things you can do. So for example, the two of cups, it's a partnership. It's equal effort. Well, you can give equal effort. You see what I'm saying? That's something that you have control over. So this week, something is definitely happening here, Virgo, that you may feel like you don't have control over. It definitely has something to do with a massive transformation that you've been going through. I feel like you're waiting for something. Maybe waiting to hear the calling. King of Swords. Why do I keep saying that? King of Wands is on the bottom. So Virgo, King of Wands is definitely about having confidence in your abilities, understanding what you're capable of. All right, let's clarify a little bit with the purple tarot. And let's see what comes out for that Hermit. Why are you withdrawn? What are you waiting for? The World. So you're waiting for a new cycle to start. So you're in that period where an old cycle is closing out. Most likely you feel it. It's almost there. We all do. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel, right? But it's like you're waiting for a new opportunity is what I'm getting with the Death card. So we have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands coming out. How interesting. You have a very important choice to make about your fate, about your destiny. So Ace of Wands represents destiny, right? Like it's saying take action towards your destiny, towards your purpose. And the Two of Wands is about a very important decision. So you're at the end of this transformation. And I think the Virgo, the decision is going to be go back and do it the old way, the way that you're comfortable, the way that you know, even if it's not healthy, it's like that feels more manageable because you know it. Or push forward with this healing and start following your calling, right? So for Temperance, I have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Swords, The Emperor is going to go over here. Strong Aries energy and 9 of Pentacles. So the World and the Emperor came out as major arcanas for the rest of your cards. So that's interesting to me. The World, new opportunities, closing out old cycles, starting new cycles. The Emperor, stepping up into your power, hearing your calling. 9 of Pentacles is like divine blessings being granted. So Virgo, it's like the moment you decide, I feel like this is going to be the week where you say, you know what, I'm not going to go back and do that anymore. I'm going to start doing something a brand new way. And as soon as that happens, that's when all the things that you've been wanting, which most likely is some sort of fresh start, new beginning, Ace of Pentacles here, that's when that energy comes in. All right, let's do a guidance for Virgo. And again, I'm using the angels and ancestors. So that's who we're asking for guidance. Virgo definitely hears their calling this week, starts following their purpose, starts a brand new cycle. It's like a brand new way of living, right? So the eagle comes out. See from a higher perspective. You're definitely getting like the bigger picture. Water Guardian is on the bottom and it says connect with your emotions. All right, Virgo, this week we're closing out with the Divine Feminine Empowerment Oracle. And it doesn't matter, male or female, everyone has feminine energy. So feminine energy, very strong for you. Sagittarius came out and I did Divine Feminine. I'll get it straight. Venus has moved into Sagittarius. All right, so we have the prophets of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. That's a male energy. It's funny because I just got done saying. And then it says, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Again, I'm picking up a masculine energy. And we have the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. It's so funny. Everybody's so horny. That card has came up twice already. We just said Taurus, Virgo. It came up for Taurus. It came up for the fire signs. I think it was Sagittarius. And I was like, man, Sagittarius, you guys are horny. So Virgo, you're most likely dealing with someone who has Scorpio and Sagittarius in a very strong placement. This, of course, is you with the Hermit, Virgo, closing out an old chapter and starting something new. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, please hit that like button, like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I'm going to clean up really quickly, guys, and we'll jump to the last one, Capricorn. Flannel sheets, Jenna. They're so hot. I'm fixing to start doing my Christmas shopping, and I'm doing all of it online. Nobody wants to deal with all that mess. I love how all those major arcanas came out. Big week for Virgo. All right. Let's timestamp Capricorn. All right, let's do 2909 for Capricorn. So Capricorn, this is going to be for the week of November 20th through November 26th. I did talk about Sagittarius season starting this week. I also talked about Jupiter going direct, which is my favorite thing happening up in the cosmos right now. Jupiter is the good luck planet, right? And I also need to mention that Venus and Mercury are also in Sagittarius, and that energy has been coming up for the earth signs. So Capricorn, let's see, what is your energy for the week of November 20th through November 26th? So we have the Ace of Cups. So aces are always starting something new. Cups can definitely be a relationship, but it could also be about intuition or emotion. Let's look at challenge or obstacle. So we have the Six of Swords coming out for challenge or obstacle. You could be guided, being guided, or wanting to go somewhere else. Then we have the Magician. This is lesson learned. So whatever it is you're wanting to do, it's like you know that you're going to have to manifest it in order for it to happen. And then the outcome for the week, we have the Hermit coming out. So going within, definitely going within to find some answers. So Capricorn, I feel like this is going to be emotion. There's definitely new emotion. Seven of Swords is on the bottom. This is the card that says you don't believe. You don't believe that something's going to happen. All right, so Capricorn, I feel like you're trying to manifest something that you want. It definitely could be love, or it just could be something that you're just really have strong feelings about. It's also possible that this is about trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. The Six of Swords is telling me as a challenge or obstacle that you're either wanting to go somewhere else or you're being guided to go somewhere else. The Magician in lesson learned tells me that you know that you have to keep those thoughts positive. Guys, it's so important. It's like we manifest and we don't even know we're manifesting, right? Capricorn rising, a Facebook user. Is that you, Chloe? All right. So I'm definitely getting that you know to keep things positive. As above, so below, as within, so without. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. As within, so without. So you need to go within, Capricorn, because you're definitely telling yourself some negativity. It's like you're telling yourself, I can't do this. I'm always going to be here. It's always going to be this way. It's causing you to be really emotional. And I feel like you definitely know to start changing those thoughts. So here's just the perfect example. Ready? My honeys, my soulmate, he's a Capricorn, and when he was wanting a new car, he's always bought these junkers, guys. And I mean, you should have seen me get in his car when we first got together. Have mercy. But anyway, it's like he's just always had like old beat up cars. Like he just, I don't know, just didn't care about it. And I don't know. My sons had bought me a nice car, you know what I'm saying? And so like getting from my car and going into his car, it was like, oh, right. Well, he decided that he wanted a new car, and he's like, I've never purchased a newer car, right? It's still used. It's new to us, right? But he's like, I never purchased a newer car before. And he's like, I don't even know like what kind of car I want. And I was like, well, do some research, go look around, see what car you decide. So he did some research and he looked around and he decided that he wanted the Chrysler 300. And I was like, all right, great. Now what you're going to do is every time you see a Chrysler 300 driving down the street, you're going to go, look, there goes my car. There's my Chrysler 300 going down the street. And he did this, like at first, of course, he laughed at me, right? I knew it was you, Clarissa. But so he, of course, was like, this is silly, you know? And at first I had to point them out. Like he didn't notice the Chrysler 300 at first. I would point them out. I'd be like, look, honey, there goes one of your cars. Somebody's borrowing your car. And he would laugh, you know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, you have to do it. Say, there's my car. And he'd be like, yeah, there's my car. You know what I mean? And he just didn't really put a lot into it, but I just kept pushing it until before you knew it, every time he seen one, he was like, hey, look, there goes my car. And I was like, look, you're doing it. And I swear, guys, this is all in like a 2-month period of time. And he goes, he finds the car. And I mean, one owner, very well maintained, very well taken care of, you know, all of those things. So I'm just saying you can do it, but you have to replace the thoughts. I feel like Capricorn is wanting to do something else. So with the honeys, right? I'm going to tell on the honey. He's not here. It's okay. So he got this new job, right? So we moved to Illinois. It was part of my purpose, part of my plan, what I needed to do to continue PLR. And when we got here, he decided he wanted to go work in the cannabis industry, right? Marijuana, let's just say it, Mary Jane. And he, of course, enjoys his job. He did the same thing. He manifested. He said, I want this job, right? And this is the job that I want. So he applied for those jobs, and wouldn't you know it, one of them called back. And he goes and he works for one of the big factories that produces the cannabis, right? So he gets there and he applied for a job as a trimmer. So his job is like, he wants to go sit at this table and he's going to trim these buds, right? That's what he's going to do. And so he gets there and they're like, well, we can't put you over here just yet. We're going to need you in this department over here. So he's cleaning the tables that they cut the bud on. You see what I'm saying? So that's not exactly where he wanted to be, right? That's not exactly what he had planned on doing or what he wanted to do. So he's definitely frustrated because he's where he wants to be, but he's not doing what he wants to do. And I definitely feel like it's going to have something to do with going within and being more positive, right? I love it. Like Twitch says, MJ is God's plant, heals all. If we could juice it, of course, it would be better. I know, right? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get a little confirmation. Let's just see if I'm right. I want to look at that Ace of Cups because I'm definitely sensing a lot of emotion here. 9 of Wands. And this is about not giving up on something. I just want to say 9 of Wands sometimes can be about stubbornness, and I am picking that energy up a little bit. But I'm also getting like, don't give up just because it's not there right now. Like, don't just quit and start crying. You know what I mean? Like, you have to get up and keep pushing. All right, let's look at that 6 of Swords. So the Magician. So it's very possible that, okay, so here's the Magician too, right? But it's very possible, Capricorn, that again, Spirit is the signs that Spirit's showing you. So the 6 of Swords is normally about being guided, right? It always shows the guy in the back of the boat. He's the guide. He's taking the family to calmer waters, right? So the Magician coming out on top of that is kind of telling me that the signs that you're seeing are very spiritual, right? So this could be like, maybe you're seeing angel numbers, number synchronicities. Maybe you're seeing like names, pictures, something like that, right? So here's what I'm going to say. Most likely, Spirit is trying to tell you to stay positive, think positive, speak what you want into existence. But it's also very possible that when you see these signs, Capricorn, you're saying something negative in return. And that's what's blocking the as above, so below, right? It's like, it's almost like a shield goes up and it's like, oh, I see this sign, but it's not for me, right? Something like that. All right, let's look at what comes out for the Magician. So we have the 8 of Cups. There's definitely something that you need to leave behind. I definitely feel like it's the negative thinking. Let's look at the Hermit, and we have Judgment coming out. So Judgment, I do say, it's about hearing your higher calling. But this is actually about you being judgy. Let me grab my book really quickly, Capricorn. So when I started and I was doing the astrology at the beginning, I opened right up to it. How beautiful. Let's see. Let me find it just really quick because it's really important. Here. Pay attention to your beliefs, your word, and your judgment. So again, there's something like you're telling yourself, and that's really right now is literally the time. It's so important as Jupiter is going direct that you pay attention to your thoughts and that you replace any negative thoughts. So we're going to have negative thoughts. We can't not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be awesome if we went our whole life and we just never had a negative thought, but that's not really realistic, right? Replace it, just replace it. So when I started doing this and I started I used to be, well, I'm still, guys, but I used to be a lot harder on myself. And I really talk down to myself a lot. Do you guys ever do that? Like, I tell myself, oh, you're stupid, or oh, you're slow, or oh, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I would do that all the time. And I really did it so much that I didn't even know I was doing it, right? Until I started my spiritual awakening and I started healing and I started doing all the things and I started replacing those thoughts. So every time I'd be like, oh, you're so stupid, I would be like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm super strong. I'm powerful. I'm smart. And I can do this, this, and this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you have to replace it. So if you're wanting to manifest something, I'm definitely picking that up, Capricorn. And it's not coming in. I don't feel like Spirit's telling you to walk away from manifesting, but Spirit's definitely telling you to walk away from the way that you're doing it. All right. 3 of Swords on the bottom tells me it's causing you a lot of pain, frustration, sadness. All right, let's do guidance for Capricorn with this situation from angels and ancestors. So we have the Hermit coming out again, right? It says retreat and recharge. In other words, start over. The Nine of Wands too. Look at it from a different perspective. Get at the bigger picture, right? I feel like you definitely closed off the option. Like you're telling yourself, nope, this is just the way it is. And it's definitely like pull back in, go look back within yourself. Definitely find a different answer than the one you've been pulling out, right? Direction guardian, choose your path is on the bottom. Thank you, Spirit. Definitely big confirmation, right? Like you have the opportunity to choose your path. I said that too at the beginning of the video when we talked about the astrology. This is definitely the time that you're in the driver's seat. So for all of you guys that have been putting your energy into another person or another situation, it's like this Sagittarius season is definitely going to make you start focusing on yourself. And it is definitely because Jupiter's coming out of retrograde, but it's also because Venus has moved into Sagittarius. All right, let's close it out for Capricorn. So these are going to be the Divine Feminine Oracle Empowerment cards. Guys, remember, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Everyone has male, masculine, and feminine energy. It says, the goddess of all that flows. I'm an ocean of creative energy, and I give birth to what exists within me. Thank you, Spirit. I got so flustered with the Capricorn. I feel like it didn't come out good. And then Spirit gives me one card. Ready? I want to read it one more time. Goddess of all that flows. In other words, just kind of go with the flow. Things will come in, right? It says, I am an ocean of creative energy, and I give birth to what exists within me. All right, next one is the Lady of the Hermits. I love it. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love, and that is definitely what these two cards are here. Last one, strong confirmations. The goddess of discernment. This came out earlier. I believe it was for Taurus. It says, I spend my time wisely and I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. How interesting. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that reading was helpful. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me. If they were, guys, make sure to hit that like button, follow, subscribe. Don't forget, we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time. All right. So let me know, Clarissa, let me know if anyone wants a free reading. This is the time that I would normally offer free readings. If you have a question or if you just want me to pull a guidance card for you, let me know in the comments, guys. So earth signs, definitely a little more picked up, I would say, than the fire signs. I think fire signs are just really impatient right now. It's like they're done with Scorpio season, right? But the earth signs, definitely more. It's so funny, right? Because it's the earth signs, definitely more grounded. It seemed like Capricorn was the one that's struggling the most, I would say, out of the earth signs. And that's definitely going to be the negative thinking. So let me see. My mom is a Capricorn. My soulmate is a Capricorn. Both of those people, strong negative thinkers. Let me see. My counterpart on this, really fun journey, has a Capricorn moon. So emotions are well, a Scorpio sun. So I'm just saying fakely stable. But you know what I'm trying to say. It's like the earth signs are normally very grounded, firm foundation, right? Says tap on the negative thoughts and that will help change it for the positive. I love it. All right. So Clarissa says, my question is, does my person want to tell me something? I love that. All right. Let's pull a little tarot. All right, so first I'm just going to ask if yes or no. If it comes out yes, we'll go from there. So Clarissa wants to know if her person is wanting to communicate with her. It makes me wonder, Clarissa, like, are you feeling it? You like it's definitely There's a return period when Jupiter goes direct. So I feel like everybody's feeling their counterpart. All right, so we have the Page of Wands and the Three of Swords. I feel like an Ace of Cups. So Ace is a big fat yes, right? But I feel like it's more about telepathy because the Three of Swords comes out with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is that spiritual awakening type of energy. And then I'm getting heart chakra, which is funny because I got throat chakra when we started the readings. But I'm getting heart chakra with the Three of Swords. So I'm definitely getting, remember, I know that most people think that telepathy comes in the third eye. And that's, I mean, it kind of does. That's your telepathy with spirit, right? I know that the seventh chakra is your connection to spirit, but your third eye is where you receive all the downloads, like all the information, right? Your heart chakra, guys, that's where telepathy is. It's one heart and it's energy from the heart space to another, and that's where it's coming back and forth. And so most likely the reason you asked me this question, Clarissa, is because you're hearing the messages already, right? All right, so let's pull a few messages from your person and see what comes out. All right, so this could be something that they're wanting to say to you. It could be something they've started to say to you but took it back. A lot of times that's in a text, like where they start to text but they stop. And it could also be higher self messages. So you make me humble comes out. I'm having a hard time letting go. That one's coming out strong. And why can't I stop thinking of you? I doubt myself is on the bottom. Guys, the counterparts are struggling with the obsessive thoughts. Isn't that funny? Let's see, how long did we deal with the obsessive thinking, right? So I find it super interesting that it's like now they're dealing with the why can't I stop thinking about this crap situation, right? And so those are going to be your messages. I do feel like that's definitely what's trying to come through. The telepathy, you're probably feeling her energy because there is so much obsessive thinking and she's getting frustrated. And so you're probably feeling that. Hi, Sandra. I feel something in my stomach and my heart. I've been feeling it all day. And your stomach is going to be the cord. That's the cord that we all talk about. Everybody's always trying to cut it. um, you know what I'm saying? That's the cord feeling. It's usually, I always say like it's in my solar plexus chakra. So I would say like about 2 inches above my belly button. So that's where I feel the cord. And so you definitely could be, let's say, so especially with the why can't I stop thinking about you? If they're dealing with the obsessive thinking, which I feel like collectively the masculine energy is, and it's frustrating, right? I feel for them. I completely understand. But I definitely feel like they could be trying to do anything at this point, right? And so unfortunately, there is such misinformation out there that these people think that they can go pay somebody some money and they're going to do a ritual and they're going to cut this invisible cord and they'll never think of this person again. And it's like, wow, yeah, no. um, for those of you that have tried it, I'm not picking fun. I tried it too. Guys, we all have. But they're still there, right? The journey's still there, the energy's still there. Like we just can't get rid of it. And so I've definitely started working with the energy instead of against the energy. So yeah. But I'm so glad for so that you're being so honest about it. I mean, I definitely feel like we're all kind of feeling those things, right? So most likely your person, guys, too, if we're in Scorpio season and it's the end of Scorpio season, right? So if your person is trying to cut cords or they're trying to run or they're trying to freak out, all of that's going to be happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, as we're closing out Scorpio season, like all of that's happening right now. So that's why you guys are feeling the heavier energies, the more emotional energies. You know what I'm trying to say? It's because they're trying to do anything at this moment to just break free from the situation. So really, Clarissa, and really anyone on this very specific journey, you really want to be sending your person unconditional love at this moment. Love and light as much as possible, just in an abundant manner. Because remember when you were dealing with this obsessive thinking and all of this stuff and trying to break away and cut cords and run, it's painful, right? It's painful. It's even more painful, I think, each time that it fails. You know what I'm trying to say? Like each time that you try to break the cord and it doesn't happen and the energy is still there, it's like you grieve, and it's so agonizing, right? So they're definitely experiencing that energy right now. So we really need to be love and light, right? All right. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Thank you for coming in here and hanging out with me, Twitch and Facebook. YouTube abandoned me. It's okay. I think I did. I may. I may have done something wrong, but that's how it works, right? I'm learning every day, guys. But I will go check and make sure that it's at least posted on the channel. I know the subscribers are able to get in, but I may have hit a wrong box. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget, 2 p.m. Central Time. We will do water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I am also planning a very special live for tomorrow. I know you guys that watch my channel know that I do a monthly twin flame energy update. We're going to start doing them a little bit different, guys. We're going to start doing collectives and then like we normally do, but I'm going to start adding all 12 signs to the end of it. And I feel like that's really going to break it down from the collective energy to more your personal energy. And I feel like that's going to be even better than they already are. So I'm super, super excited for tomorrow's live. So guys, if you are subscribed or joined or followed or all those things, make sure you have your notification bell hit to all so that it will let you know when we come on. And remember, we do stream to all three at the same time: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, guys, have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see everybody tomorrow for the water signs. And as always, I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you, guys.